Yo, dog. So I've made a couple videos, I think two, talking about like an unboxing and then talking about the Big One Rainbow 2 SE controller. And I don't know what's going on with the webcam, but I will gladly say that this is, I mean, I haven't used every other controller, but the FlyDigi Vader 3 Pro was like the king, the top of the food chain from what I've seen everyone post about, saying it's the best. With the Vader 4 Pro coming out, the only thing it really adds is an option to tune the thumbstick tension by, like, I don't know if you twist the thumbstick or you twist the rim around the thumbstick or what exactly you do, but this controller, after using it and getting used to it, the complaints I had about like the sharp edges or whatever, that goes away almost immediately. You're never really noticing that or touching that when in standard, like, regular usage of actually playing games. You have these buttons positioned up top, which are so much better than I would have thought. I thought I was going to hate. I don't know what's going on with the camera focus. I thought I was going to hate having these buttons up top. And it's fantastic. It is so much better than... Okay, so if you have well-positioned rear buttons, right? Like if the rear button was here and then here, and then my middle finger, or whatever finger you use, would lay over top, I can like put pressure here to hit it. I could put like the middle, the inside of my finger pressure down to hit the top button, which I'll show on screen here in a second with something you can buy off of Etsy for the FlyDigi controller. But having that there, I always have a finger there. I'm always like, you're always preparing to aim and shoot. So then right here I got X and Y or whatever. And this is like, I don't know, we'll say this is, I don't know, grenades or, heal or whatever. Whatever, I don't know what you're doing depending on the game. Like a flash in Call of Duty and then a standard like grenade. And then you have your reload, swap guns, jump, slide. Always in position there. The trigger stops help perfectly to not, because trying to use without trigger stops, use these buttons becomes a little more, I mean, it's probably just something that I would have to get used to at that point, and it's probably not a big deal at all. Another quick thing I want to cover with this controller is the stock thumbsticks. They have a nice like rubber like grip texture. They're actually textured on the inside as well. There's like, they're concave, but there's like a slight dome that like sticks up, similar to how the PS4 controller is as well. But the PS4 controller, there's a more like, I guess it's more smooth overall texture, but it's not bad. The texture, and these are also like removable, and it comes with a I guess we'll say a short already installed, a slightly larger, and then like a long, like small, medium, and large thumbstick for each thumbstick too. So like 6 total thumbsticks that you can swap out. You can swap out the D-pad if you want it, and it's a mechanical D-pad, which sometimes I will press up or down, whatever direction, and it will like go twice in that direction. That's annoying to deal with. I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. But from my experience with this controller, for the price that it is of $45.99 with Amazon Prime, and I think it's $56.99 without Prime, and it's like $38 on AliExpress, I would just get it on Amazon for that small of a price difference and get it much sooner and not have to deal with problems if you do have to return it. But for that price, at least in my opinion, it completely beats out the Vader 3 Pro. The Vader 4 Pro being $80, it's kind of tough to even, I mean, really all you're improving on is the, like, as you can see how these back buttons are, right? You're just improving on the thumbstick tension, really. As far as I'm aware, I haven't noticed anything else. These aren't really made to quick, like if you're hitting this button, you got to move your finger to hit this button. And I don't mean like, oh, boo-hoo, I got to move my finger. You have to like move your finger, a pretty significant amount. And like the little timing things we're talking about here, is like we're all buying these products to eliminate the time between taking my thumb off the thumbstick to hit the face buttons. That's the point of the rear buttons. I want more accurate thumbsticks. I would rather have clicks instead of triggers. I'd rather shoot faster. This is all important. This all breaks down into why you got the controller in the first place. So there's something on Etsy for 20 bucks you can buy to where like middle finger would lay across both of these, easily could hit both of these buttons. Completely solves that issue. But is it worth that? Now you're talking about $100 controller instead of 80, or even if you get let's say it's 70, well, whatever. The point is, when I owned both of these controllers during the Black Ops 6 beta, I spent all of that time. You can't even see what I'm talking about because I'm an idiot. Middle finger would lay across this, and you would be able to hit both of these buttons at once. This is like a flat area here where like your fingernail is gonna, coming from this button to hit this button, your fingernail is gonna hit it. So if this like large surface area faced this direction, same for both sides, as you can see. If this button was over here, that button was over there, you could easily just move your finger real quick to hit the button. You can do that with this controller. It's just not comfortable, and it's like it's not reliable either. You think you hit it and not end up hitting it sometimes. So I think ultimately for the price and all things considered, especially with availability, this thing's constantly sold out too. I 100% like. I mean, I had both. I could have used either one, and I think I spent, we'll say 10, maybe 20% of the Black Ops 6 beta using the FlyDigi controller, the Veta 3 Pro, and the remaining amount using the Rainbow 2 SE. I didn't even try the standard PS4 controller. I wished I would have, but just aiming, the feel of the thumbsticks, the option to immediately, like out of the box, make the thumbstick like taller if I needed to. The thumbsticks do feel more loose to me, at least on the Veta 3 Pro, compared to the PS4 controller and compared to the Rainbow 2 SE. And this is not a new PS4 controller by any means. So, I mean, all the complaints I had with the feel in hand of the Rainbow 2 SE pretty much completely went away pretty quickly. And I would say, I mean, I couldn't really recommend it enough. I was really hesitant to buy it in the first place, and then it ended up being that the Veta 3 Pro was completely out of stock, and it was going to be, I don't know how long for it to just come back into stock. The shipping was saying it would be like, I don't know, man. I think it was going to be like the same amount of time to get it from AliExpress as it would have been on Amazon, and I was like, man, what else is available? So I looked at the Game Sir. I watched a bunch of videos on that. I watched videos on the Ghillie Kit or the King Kong Pro Max. I watched videos on a few other controllers. Some of them didn't have videos. This was one of them that didn't have a video, so I just had to go by a Reddit post. Well, there's a video in Japanese, and the subtitles were iffy. I mean, it's accurate, but it's like, how accurate is it? But he said he loved it, and it was one of his highest rated controllers for aiming, and I 100% agree with him. This feels like, aiming with this versus other controllers I've used feels like a different experience as a controller player. Does it feel like cheating or something, or anything like that? No, but it feels like there's some getting used to it, and then it just feels like a better representation of where I feel like I'm aiming is where this thumbstick is putting my aim.